mbona tuna politicize? When you look at democracy, mbona tunakuja to the political side of it? Kwani apply kwa hizi how do I put it?
Full activities, ama?
Not activities.
Full activities, other things, areas.
The normal citizens.
Normal social
but
life.
Democracy, I think.
From politics, kuna internet, kuna culture, kuna vitu.
Do you know the government is the one that controls everything?
I know,
and actually all these things comes from the government.
You are the government.
So
listen, let me tell you something. Apana, we are the government, but we do not have the power.
Democracy.
Get my point. Now you get my point first. Get my point. Get my point.
Okay.
So easy if the government ikata, there's no internet access. Will you do that? Will you go to the
government?
Listen. We are the government. Of course we are the government.
Order.
No, you listen. We are the government. We are the government. But there's a higher power than us. Ni ukweli ama si ukweli? Saizi they control everything in the city, in the country, I mean.
No,
so listen.
We knew that just juicy about the deep state.
Let us
So
just
how can you guys participate in democracy? Are you aware of democracy?
And that is where it begins. Democracy inaanza na mimi mwenyewe sasa najua what environment iko ndani yake na ni allow kujua.
Wewe you can know what the environment iko ndani yake, but since the country is corrupt, the government, the system, everything is corrupt. When you take your issues there, they won't even listen to you. So let me tell you that everyone knows what is right and what is wrong.
So we should apply this.
You will only apply it to yourself, but when you take it up there, it won't even.
Banning issue.
I have an answer to Faye's question. First of all, they say the majority influence democracies. No. But not the minority are the one who write democracy. Right? Whereby this minority, we have been placed in a certain position to define them as the government. Yet, in real sense, we are all the government, right? So, having that we are in a written kind of constitution, and that's the only way we can refer to our democratical right. And this constitution is being written with those people we term as the government. So for someone to write something, that simply means he writes something that favors him. But he or she doesn't ignore the fact that we also need to include the majority, but most of the things always favors him. A good example is in our constitution, we have the right to ask our cops, show me your job ID, right? But can we even do that?
I have this
Okay.
Why do we go to school?
Okay, we go to school so that we can get educated, right?
Read and write.
Read and write. But now the problem is, we have people who governs our schooling.
Our system. That's where corruption comes. You see, like Kenya here, let me say in Kenya, China, a child in kindergarten is being taught technical how to fix this laptop. But here in Kenya, I'm being taught A, B, C, D.
Who allows that to happen? The parents.
The
Because you have a
system.
choice in which school you want to take
You
your
can
There's
have
the
a
deep
choice.
state.
You
Not
can
the parents.
And
Even
the
status.
about that.
Status.
It's
You,
your parents.
this thing have affected many youths. You see, after finishing school, is the time that you want to start learning skills. Things that
When
could,
you are old,
man,
when you are 18,
things that you could
even
have learned
17,
in
20.
kindergarten, in primary. You
And
know,
that's what might be
how
our
to fix
system.
gearbox. You
That's
know,
what might with our system. We should start teaching democracy to our young siblings, school, boys and girls, then college. Alafu everyone will be aware of what.
You know what? We might be teaching our kids all that, but we do not have the, of course, but we do not have the enough
You
The
might
voting is a mirage to the electorate. I think it's in Africa where we tend to elect personalities, and then we also elect parties of which we have no clear-cut policies. The parties themselves have no policies. We don't know why we are voting them. So you'll find me voting for a certain party because it comes from a certain region, not because of its policies. But if civil education would have been done so much as so that we may understand, the parties are brought into and they are showed, they bring in the policies, we know why they are voting them in, we will be clear and you know why we vote in these political parties. Otherwise, all these parties should be banned, everybody should go on his own, we become a partyless state and we elect whoever we want.
That's it.
I think this is
a conversation that can't be had without like thinking of the effects that colonialism had on us, because if we look like we've not yet healed from colonialism, that's why we can't question authority, because of the way that the colonialists used to treat people who questioned authority. So because of that, those systems of almost worshipping and putting people on a pedestal, pulling power on a pedestal, is what has trickled down into our systems. We can't question our parents, we can't question all these. So they've been masqueraded as African culture, but is it really African culture or is it imperialism?
Yeah, I think I can also, I do support her point so strong, whereby the colonialists had the format on how they're going to rule us before even they came to our place. So whereby they use the divide and rule format, whereby like it's a form of a pyramid scheme, whereby those little people at the top, they were sourced with resources, they were given goodies, they were given all the resources they can ever wish to have, so that they can give that kind of democracy that we're having now a space to navigate itself within our cultures, within ourselves, within our homes, and it's the same thing that really separates us.
I agree with you, but still the power is in our hands. You know what? Just like recently, I was just walking to town just the other day, and I was like seeing police vehicle written Chinese. I don't know Chinese word. It's like Chinese want to take over the country and all that. And that will only happen if we let them do that. So they brought the system in our country, but if we do not, it depends with how we want to do it. It's either we do it in our own way or we let them rule the city.
All in all, we need to heal from the colonial what? Colonial rule. We need to heal from the colonial rule.